Okay, hello everyone. I will mention about data warehouse service, DWS on today. I will check chatbox platform on during session. No problem. I am start my presentation. DWS is a sole data warehouse service known as GaussDB DWS. Is scalable, fully management, and out-of-the-box analytic database services. It is important feature analytic database services. It is compatible with the PostgreSQL ecosystem. In this chapter, we will learn about database service Huawei Cloud. Okay, I will check objectives. Upon completion of the course, you will learn understanding DWS, analytic database services, and DWS architecture, product architecture. And then we will learn DWS advantage and learn how to service works in the which scenarios. Then finally, experience of using DWS service with Huawei Cloud Services. This session, last part is related to DWS practice session. I will mention about this practice and the Collabs platform and after presentation. Okay, first of all, I will mention about myself. I graduated from such university as a computer engineering. I have some experience. First work company, Savronic Defense Industry. Then I worked at Vodafone Turkey. Then finally, and now I work in Huawei Cloud Turkey company. If you want contact to me, you can use my LinkedIn QR code in here. Okay, and this session have some contents. For example, what is DWS and GaussDB DWS, and then second area is the DWS type. Third area is DWS architecture, product, and cluster database architecture. First session related to DWS functions, and fifth session DWS advantage. Then application scenario. This is application scenario related DWS migration scenarios, for example. And then next session is relation of DWS with other services. These services is Huawei Cloud services, for example, ECS or big data services, other platforms, and finalization is DWS instance practice services, and is related Collabs platform. And this practice preparing from myself. You will check this practice with together today. Okay, firstly, what is DWS? Actually, DWS, GaussDB and GaussDB DWS are both database solution from Huawei. But they serve different purpose and they have distinct features. GaussDB GaussDB is designed for high transactional requirements, such as business system or financial systems, sales systems, and customer service system. And the GaussDB type, it is relational database that support various workloads, include OLTP, so online transaction processing. But GaussDB DWS purpose is a data warehouse solution aimed at handling large-scale data analytics, data mining, and supporting business decisions. GaussDB DWS type, it is based on PostgreSQL. MPP massively parallel processing architecture. Then these database optimized for complex queries and large data volumes. Actually, DWS is analytic database, and DWS feature supports indexes, stored procedures, and can store data local or on OBS in foreign table form. Actually, we will perform this practice on OBS and in foreign table forms. It also offers high scalability and excellent performance for analytic workloads. In summary, GaussDB is more suited for transactional operations, while GaussDB DWS is tolerated for data warehousing and analytic. GaussDB DWS is the online analytic processing OLAP database that runs on the Huawei cloud infrastructure that provides scalable, full management, and out-of-the-box analytic database services. Then this database have a lot of standard for example, NC SQL 19.2 and 19.9 and 23, as well as the PostgreSQL and Oracle ecosystem in the DWS services. GaussDB DWS provides competitive solution for PB scale big data analysis in various industries. Then second content, what are the DWS type? Actually, DWS have three types: standard data warehouse, hybrid data warehouse, and stream data warehouse. Standard data warehouse, it can analyze hot and cold data and highly cost-effective. We can use standard data warehouse in today. Then its storage and computing resources are not limited in here, and they can be elastically scaled and built per use. Second, DWS type is hybrid data warehouse. It provides high concurrency, high performance, and low latency transaction processing capabilities at low cost base, large-scale data query and analyzing capabilities. Hybrid data warehouse. The data warehouse can be used to process HTTP hybrid loads and can be deployed in standalone and or cluster mode. These types have two modes: standalone and cluster mode. Last, DWS type stream data warehouse. It provides efficient time series computing and IoT analysis capabilities based on the standard data warehouse and extra support correlation between real-time and historical data. The compression ratio can reach 14.1. It can be used for IoT real-time analyzing for stream data warehouse information. Third content, DWS product, cluster, and database architecture. We can see DWS architecture in here. This architecture have a lot of layers. For example, automatic data backup, DWS MPP cluster, and interface, standard JDBC or ODBC technologies. Then application layer. On this layer include finance, enterprise, IoT, internet, and game platform. Actually, important area is a DWS cluster area because DWS have some same GaussDB items. For example, CN, coordinator node, and high performance network area, and DN. DN is data node in here, and then storage area in here. Data warehouse service DWS is scalable, full management, and out-of-the-box analyzing database services. It is compatible with the PostgreSQL ecosystem. Actually, DWS have some functions, for example, data migration, SQL development, and O&M monitoring. O&M monitoring provides Huawei Cloud O&M services, for example, Cloud Eye and Logtank service and OM services. Let's talk about DWS cluster architecture. No matter level of innovation in a company, most companies have and will continue to have the data warehouse, or commonly known as enterprise data warehouse, since it's a core component for business intelligence. DWS is online data processing database that use the public cloud infrastructure to provide scalable, full management and analytic and database services. Then DWS employs the shared nothing architecture and massively parallel processing known as MPP technologies and engine. It consists of numerous independent nodes that do not share system resource, because all resource and separately in here, because DWS cannot use shared resource in here. Then, for example, these resource CPU and memory and storage. Processing tasks are executed to location nearest the data, enable a quick response. For example, this CN use all DN or other DNs, but this second CN use a lot of DN platform. This architecture in separately architecture. Application layer. Data loading tools, extract, transform, and load ETL tools. These area I will mention about these sections. Business intelligence, known as BI tools, as well as data mining and analytic tools, can be integrated with GaussDB DWS, those standard APIs. And PostgreSQL ecosystem. And the SQL syntax is compatible with the Oracle, MySQL, and Teradata. We can check this database type, creating a DWS instance on Huawei Cloud platform on practice session. Then GaussDB DWS cluster contains nodes of the same flavor in the same subnet. These nodes jointly provide services. Data nodes and DNs in clusters store the disk, this area, DN disk. Coordinators, known as CN, receive access requests from applications and return the execution results to client. And these provide CN components. Then CN split and distributed tasks and the DNs for parallel processing. This is how life cycle from DN to CN area. Automatic data backup. Cluster snapshots can be automatically backup up to EB level object storage service known as OBS. Which feasibility periodic backup of the clusters on with OBS platforms. I will mention about OBS services on DWS practice. Okay, continue next architecture with cluster platform. We can see cluster architecture for DWS database. And these cluster architecture have a lot of items. For example, CN and network channel, and DN and storage area, extra GTM, VLM, and CM items. Okay, cluster manager knows as CM, cluster managers. It manages and monitors running status of functional units and physical resource in the distributed system, ensuring system stability. Actually, DWS, same GaussDB distributed system, these components have same components with GaussDB platform. Second environment, GTM. GTM, Global Transaction Management, known as GTM, generates and maintains the globally unique information, such as the transaction ID, transaction snapshot, and timestamp. Other components and VLM, Workload Manager known as VLM. It controls allocation of system resource, the prevent service congestion and system crash, and resulting from excessive workload. And other components is CN, and coordinator knows as CN. This is a very important environment and this architecture. CN receives access requests from the applications and returns execution result to client, split task and allocates task fragment to different TNs for parallel processing. Okay, next environment data node knows as the DN. DN stores service data by column or row or the hybrid mode, executes data query task, and returns execution, returns the CNs. DN have a lot of tasks, and DN send to result message to CN environment. Then last area, storage area. In the functions as the service local storage resource to store data permanently. We can say completely cluster architecture for the US platform. Okay, this figure include a database architecture. These database architecture items, clusters, database 1 and database 2. All database have some table and schema in here, and a lot of segment. A database manages various data objects and isolated from other databases. These databases are isolated in here. A data file segment stores data in only one table. A table containing more than 1 GB of data is stored in multiple data files in here. A table belongs only to one database, one table and one database. And then a block is the basic unit database management with a default size of 8 kilobyte. So sorry. Data can be distributed in replication, round-robin, or hash mode. These distributed architecture have some mode, round-robin or hash mode. Round-robin is copy a lot of table and data information, but hash mode is separately data information method. You can specify distributed mode during the table creation. Okay, next contents and functions of DWS. I will check your checkbox. Okay. Know your questions. I continue presentation. Okay, DWS functions area, this section. DWS have a lot of functions. For example, cluster management, security management, monitoring and auditing, API, multiple database tool, and diverse data import mode, enterprise level data warehouse, and compatibility with standard SQL. And last function is high reliability. I will mention about these functions details. Enterprise level data warehouse. After data warehouse cluster is created, you can use SQL client to connect the cluster and perform operations such as creating database, managing the database, importing and exporting data, and querying data. We can use these methods today, DWS practice. And second function, cluster management. A data warehouse cluster contains nodes with the same flavor in the same subnet. These nodes jointly provide services. GaussDB DWS provides a professional, efficient, and centralized management console. Other functions is diverse data import modes. GaussDB DWS support efficient data import from multiple data sources, for example, Oracle or other big data technologies and other provider database. And the following list typical data import modes. Next functions is API solutions. You can call standard APIs such as GDBC and ODBC to access database in GaussDB DWS clusters, but we can use login options, connect and DWS instance on today. Then next functions, high reliability, supports instance and data redundancy, ensuring zero single points of failure nodes and spoof in the entire system. Supports multiple data backups, and all data can be manual backup to OBS. Actually, OBS is free service, but if you want to collect backup on OBS, we can pay some price for storage area. Then automatically isolated default nodes use the backup to restore data in here from OBS backups. Next functions is security management. Isolated tenants and controls access permission to protect the privacy and data security of system and user based on the network isolation and security group rules, as well as security handling measures. Security group rules, same ACL selections, and network isolation, for example, VPC, because VPC is private network for me, for us. Then we can use network isolation with VPC services. Next functions is monitoring and auditing. Huawei Cloud have some O&M services. Monitoring clusters, GaussDB DWS integrates with CloudEye, allowing you to monitor compute nodes and database in the cluster in real time. We can check CTS services, because CTS services include all of them operation base user in Huawei Cloud platform. Other functions is multiple database tool. GaussDB DWS provides the following self-development tools. You can download the tool package on the GaussDB DWS management console. For example, we can use Data Studio client for Windows machine. I will see and I will show these selections on DWS platforms and on Huawei Cloud Console. Okay, continue next slides. These slides related to DWS advantage. I will mention about these advantages and details. DWS have some advantages: ease of use, high performance, high scalability, robust reliability, and low cost. What are these advantage details? Ease of use, visualized one-stop management. GaussDB DWS allows you to easily complete an entire process from project concept to production deployment. Other advantage, high performance. Because DWS cloud-based distributed architecture, query response to trillions of data records within seconds, and fast data loading. Other advantage is high scalability. On daemon scale out with the share and nothing open architecture. I mentioned about this architecture. Nodes can be added at any time to change the data storage, query, and analysis capabilities of the system. Robust reliability, support for the atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability known as ACID feature, which ensures strong data consistency for distributed transactions. GaussDB DWS support transparent data encryption, and it can interconnect with the database security service known as DBSS to better protect user privacy and data security with network isolation and security group rule setting options. In addition, GaussDB DWS supports automatic full and incremental backup of the improving data reliability. Full backup is copy a lot of information on DWS, but incremental backup is related changing area. Last advantage is low cost pay-per-use because GaussDB DWS is built based on the usage and use duration. You only need to pay for the resource you use. Flexible investments in infrastructures. You do not need to invest much in infrastructures in early stage. Okay, we completed DWS advantage. Next, content-related application scenarios. We can see two scenarios in here. One scenario is data warehouse migration. Second scenario is convergent big data analysis. We can check data warehouse migration, and these DWS-related upper layer application, BI and report applications. And because DWS support analyze database, DWS has some functions in here: batch data processing, data mining, and data mart in here. And data application migration services in here, and these services provide import a lot of data for DWS platform. And these other platforms is Oracle, Teradata, Impala, MySQL, SQL Server, Greenplum, and PostgreSQL data warehouse systems. And DRS provide move to a lot of data from the DWS from these data warehouse to DWS services. And the data warehouse is important data analysis system for enterprise. As a service volume grows, performance of their own data warehouse cannot meet the actual service requirements due to scalability limitation and high cost in here. Second application scenario, big data analysis. We can see a lot of big data services in here, for example, MRS and DLI and CS services in here. And DWS have some function in here, OLAP and statistic analysis, data mining, and full text search in here. CDM services provide access, fast access other platforms for infrastructure data, semi-structured structured data, and streaming data. These structured data related distributed system, and then big data analysis platforms in operation analysis, industrial analysis, track analysis, and real-time monitoring in here. These scenario details in here. So sorry. Data has become most important asset. Enterprise must be able to integrate their data resources and build big data platforms to mine to full value of their data. In predictive analysis use case, massive volumes of data must be processed. Huawei Cloud GaussDB DWS delivers the needed processing power to handle these instance comping scenarios in here. Okay, in this section we will talk about relation of DWS with other services. These services in here, for example, DWS cluster have some functions, manage the DWS clusters, connect to DWS clusters, load data and import data. Then finally, DWS cluster result analyzes the data. DWS use DWS console and SQL client and GDBC or DBC app and CDM platform for data source accessing and load data from OBS services and MRS services and big data services. OBS is storage services on Huawei Cloud. Other services and ECS, PMS, DRS, and ELB and DNS services. And this section is related to O&M services and the security services in here. Firstly, IAM services. DWS use identify and access management known as IAM for authentication and authorization. We want to create permission. We can use IAM services for DWS or other services on Huawei Cloud platforms. These platforms is security administrator and DWS administration permissions area. Other services, for example, ECS, GaussDB DWS use an ECS as a cluster nodes, and same point related BMS services as cluster nodes for DWS platform. VPC provide isolated network for DWS services. OBS is storage services, backup and incremental backup or snapshots area. MRS services data can be migrated from MRS GaussDB DWS clusters for analysis after data is processed by Hadoop. Okay, CDM is GaussDB DWS use CDM to migrate data from multiple sources to GaussDB DWS. And DRS, you can use data replication services known as DRS to synchronize stream data GaussDB DWS in real time. Migration services, shortly DRS services, and CloudEye GaussDB DWS use CloudEye to monitor cluster performance metric, delivering status information in a concise and efficient manner. CloudEye have some metrics. These metrics related DWS clusters metrics. CloudEye supports alarm customizing so that you are notified or exceptions instantly. For example, creating database and deleting or drop database alarms on Huawei CloudEye system. CTS is GaussDB DWS use cloud trace service. These services collect, audit your non-query operations on the management console. LTS system is other operational system. GaussDB DWS users can view collected cluster logs or dump logs on the log tank service known as LTS consoles for log results. And SMS services is related notification services. If you want to have some notification, email or SMS, we can use SMS services and connect other services, for example, CloudEye or LTS platforms or CTS platform. If you want creating notification, we can use these services. Okay, that's all these parts. I continue on next contents. These contents related practice time. Creating foreign table from OBS on GaussDB service practice on Colabs. This application includes process of the transferring the data in the OBS environment to the DWS database environment by creating a foreign table. Firstly, creating DWS instance, and then preparing data on OBS platform, OBS bucket. Then we can use creating foreign table SQL sentence. Then we can give some data from OBS. Then we can check these data on DBS database. And this practice related these steps. Okay. Let's take a break, and we can see 40 o'clock. Okay, take a break now. After take a break, we can use DWS practice platforms. Thank you. Break time now. Hello everyone again. I am sharing my screen again. Okay. Okay, this screen is include practice collapse platform. I preparing this example for this session. Actually, collapse platform is not include this example. Actually, this is example steps in here. I created DBS instance according to these specifications because the DBS instance creating process is very long time. Okay, I am sharing again. Okay, share screen, enter. Can you see now, Mohammed? My screen? Okay, loading is very slow. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Okay, okay, I continue. And this platform is cool platform, but is my example is not online now. I created this practice for these sessions. These sessions include the process transferring data in the OBS environment to the DBS database environment by creating a frame table. It includes the steps moving data files in more than one OBS bucket to a single database. Actually, I completed creating the DBS instance because this um, process is a very long time. I am waiting this creating process. Actually, I created this instance according to these specifications. For example, click create GaussDB DWS clusters, then click paper use and click AZ1, and then database configuration version, computing memory, and cluster type deployment mode. Then node flavor is same is here, DWS X large, 2X large. Then other selections, such storage is 20 gigabyte is enough for this practice, and nodes uh, size is 3. Click configure network. Then I can creating VPC default and subnet default preset lab environment. It is default various, and security group is automatic creation. EIP is by now according to these specifications. We don't need ELB for the selections. Okay, by now, and bandwidth is 5 megabit. Okay, I continue do not use ELB and configure advanced settings. We need a cluster name, DBS test, and cluster password, DB password for DB admin administration, and confirm settings area. But I skip these selections because I created data warehouse services instance. We can check this process. Yes, we can see available this instance. Okay, next sessions related in login DBS instance. Firstly, click DBS test instance. We can see uh, instance detail information in here. Public network domain name is very important for us because we need this value is login process. So we copy this value in here and click login button. If you want to use other login selections, we can check this area. For example, user management. No, I am checking. Yes, this management area and client connection. If you want to connect, for example, Data Studio GUI client for Microsoft, we can use these client download options, but I continue login, self-login selections for DWS platforms. Okay, click DWS test again. Self-login selections in here. If you didn't buy EIP value, we cannot see public network domain name in here. So I creating DWS instance, click and buy EIP value. Click public domain name in here and click login button for uh, access DWS database. And cluster is DWS test. Yes, this DWS test DWS instance. And database is GaussDB. Yes, data source is this domain name. And the password is created password. Yes, Huawei at 12345. Firstly, click test connection. Yes, connection is successful. Click OK button. We can see DWS test database in here. This page is managed a DWS platform. We can see database and users in here. For example, DWS test default have some DB, GaussDB, and PostgreSQL and DB, but we need a new database for other steps. Okay, we completed login DWS instance, and we need a public network domain name for EIP. Okay, firstly created some data for OBS bucket. Click this link in here. I completed this process before these sessions. For example, clicked these files, we can check all files in here, downloaded. Yes, we can see data file in here, product info 0 and product info 1. For example, we can check this CSV file document open terminal here and cat product info 0.csv file. We can check data in here. These file have five product info, and info one file have five product info, and product info 2 have 10 product info. Okay, we can check first file. Okay, continue other steps. Open OBS service and create three bucket. I created 3 bucket in here. For example, my bucket 1 DWS and 1 bucket 2 DWS. My bucket one DWS and input data include product info, upload object as a product info at files. These files is downloading files, product info 0 and product info 1. Click open and upload in here. This data uh, is for DBS platform, DBS database, but we use from OBS platform. Okay, we upload other product info and other bucket. My product, my bucket through DBS input data, upload object, other files, for example, product info to OK. I want to use a lot of bucket and a lot of documents for DBS foreign tables. Okay, I completed these selections, but we need HCL options. My bucket pickout. I want to access to bucket from DBS. We need some permissions. So clicked this first bucket and click bucket ACL, and we need public read and write selections. And these selections is high uh, risk. I continue because we need read and write permission. Okay, I done these options. Clicked second bucket and bucket ACL because I want to access for these permissions and click continue. Okay, ACL permissions, other operations. We completed these steps. We need credentials, A key and S key values because DBS database have some functions, for example, security options. I need a security area access key and security access key values, creating my credentials area, then create access key for access and DBS platforms and DBS test. Click OK button. Okay, verification and SMS, email. Okay, sometimes verification code. Find. Login password, and this area is security selections. Okay, I try again. British. Okay, SMS. Mobile number. Mobile number. Find. No email addresses. Find new email addresses and send code. This is steps is related security selections. Okay, I am checking verification codes and okay, click OK. Okay, email, refresh. Okay, send code again. Send code again. I am checking my inbox. Okay, continue. Verification code. Oh, thanks a lot. I have a access key file in here. Click download, and we can check this CSV file. Show in folder and open terminal here, and we can check this credential SVS file, Vim credentials CSV file. We can check document in here. No. Okay, I check again, open terminal here. We have it. Yes, we can check this area is a key value and this section is SKey value. And these values is important value for creating foreign table on DWS platform. Okay, second area is completed. Create database test in here. I back through data warehouse services and create table in here, database, and right click and create database. The database name is test and dbadmin and MySQL, compatibility mode and connection limit true. It's not important. Click OK. We can check creating this database in here. Select test database because we continue other steps on test database and public database. Okay, we created database and next selections related create foreign table. We copy file in here and copy code SQL command. Okay, but we can change some area. For example, access key value. We can check access key value in here. Yes, we copy in here and paste in here. Then secret access key value. Copy and paste in here. Yes, we continue location area because this we can change this area because my bucket name is different. My bucket one, no, my bucket we can check bucket name. My bucket one ready. Yes, yes. I'm checking again. My bucket one DWS input data and my bucket 2 DWS and input data. Okay, I am checking other selections. Okay, click running button. Yes, we can check to run successfully. We created a frame table in here. I continue other selections. Create a table suitable for the dataset. Actually, create new table, and this table is normal table and product info, copy code, and clear in here, clear and copy and paste. I want to create product info table. Click running button. Yes, run successfully in here and clear button. Okay, now import data files from OBS to DWS SQL selections sentence in here, copy code and paste in here. This means insert a lot of data, product info from foreign table. Okay, running button. Yes, run successfully. Affected row 20 rows because bucket 1 have 10 rows and bucket 2 have 10 rows. We can see a lot of rows in here. We can check these selections. For example, select from product info because this table is full database table. Copy code in here, clear in paste. Click running button. We can check a lot of value in here. And a total record is 20. Actually, congratulations, you have successfully imported data from OBS to DWS database. We can check next time this cool practice. Actually, this practice is preparing process. If you want to complete this process, we can use this Collabs example on Collabs platform. Thank you for listening. We can check presentation summary in this section. How we cloud the US services, which provides the analytic database service was mentioned. The US architecture was examined, service advantage were explained, and information was given about other cloud services that work in conjunction with the services. Big data, which has an important place among the current and future technologies. Huawei has important outputs in the growth of this technology with big data services such as DWS or MRS services. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Teşekkürler Tuğba. İstersen kapatabiliriz. Dinlediğiniz için çok teşekkürler arkadaşlar. Bu pratiği ben Collabs platformuna taşıyacağım. Siz de DWS tarafında, OBS ortamından, servisinden DWS platformuna nasıl veriler taşınıyor bu foreign table'la bunu tekrar kendi bilgisayarlarınızda test ediyor olabileceksiniz. O yüzden bu platform üzerinden anlattım. Normal konsoldan anlatmak istemedim. Platformu tanıyıp platform üzerinden örneklerinizi yapabilirsiniz. Yakın zamanda online olacaktır. Teşekkürler Muhammed. Herkese kolay gelsin.